Hello and welcome to Ready Player Dumb. We are playing SOMA.
Yeah. Simon's finally found the ARK and must now take it with him to Phi, where he can launch it into space. But we have a decision ahead of us.
Okay, so full disclosure here.
Mm-hmm.
From the moment that we left,
Yeah.
and as a reminder, we have a decision to make.
Yes.
There is a woman,
Yes.
potentially the last human woman left on Earth.
Yeah.
And she has requested of me to essentially end her life.
Yeah.
Now, as a recap, I can obviously choose one or the other.
Yeah.
For me, as I believe I stated in the previous episode,
Mm-hmm.
the idea of me being the one to essentially kill the last human on Earth
Yeah.
is like shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like this is a decision that the woman is making
Yeah.
impulsively off of her finding out of her predicament. So I don't know if it's necessarily something that is like, you know, like would she wake up tomorrow going, no, I'm glad I'm still alive. I've put a lot of thought into this.
Yeah.
And Sarah, you pointed out
Yeah.
that, because I think I've said like, well, no, if she wants to end her life, she could do it.
Yeah.
But
she might be too weak to even do that.
Yeah, you've essentially pointed out that like she might be she might be a step or two away from becoming the humans that we've already seen.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
she basically was just like, I don't really want to sit here until I shrivel up like a raisin.
And we've, yeah. So again, as an optimist, I feel like going the route of, which would be assisted suicide in this case.
Yeah.
Like, to me, it's like, no, like, you just can't.
Yeah.
But that's the optimist in me, within me. At the same time, that would be the take I would have if there weren't the underlying scenario that she's likely to turn into nothingness that is on life support at all times.
Yeah.
Whatever that shit is keeping people alive.
Yeah.
In a terrifying state.
Yeah.
So with all that in consideration, Sarah,
Yeah.
I think I've made my decision.
Okay.
See ya, bitch! I think I'm gonna do her a favor.
Yeah.
Her favor. I'm gonna do her requested favor.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna pull life support.
Yeah. I agree. That's what I would do in this situation. She's clearly suffering. I can I can agree with your assessment that this might be more of an impulse sort of thing.
Yeah.
But she's probably sat here thinking about her predicament for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
And the ARK being safe was the only reason that she really stuck around. Plus the hope of maybe someone else being alive. But since we have not seen another living human being like her,
Yeah.
she's just kind of like, well,
And I agree.
once I hand over this ARK, my purpose is done. Like, my suffering can end.
I agree that she essentially is also in the state where she hasn't really been doing much.
Mm-hmm.
So she's probably considered all this.
Yeah.
You know, left and right.
Yeah.
And plus, she has a freaking condom as a necklace. So like,
I think it's maybe a heart monitor or something like that. I don't know.
oh, is R2 talk?
I think so.
I'm afraid to hit wrong buttons right now.
Knock it out of the park. Go ahead. Go save humanity. What's left of it. Don't let me down. Good luck, Simon. Knock it out of the park. Be careful. Knock it out of the park. Go ahead. Go save humanity.
She's not.
What's left of it.
Well,
She hasn't brought it up again. Maybe she changed her mind. Maybe she don't want it. It's like I hit
Well-
this, and she's like, no!
yeah, I don't know why the game kind of left it at, because she did, like, when we grabbed the ARK without, you know, taking her off of life support, she was like, please do not leave me like this. Like, she begged. And then that's, like, all the game
Be
is
careful.
doing.
Would you be
She just said to be careful.
Would you be utterly upset if, like, me trying to move away to see if she makes one last request ends up locking the game off and she gets stuck
I mean,
there?
it's your choice. If you want to just leave her alive, that's fine.
I feel like I just made my decision, but
Yeah. Only one thing to pray.
oh, I thought I was able to pick up the picture. Still feels wrong.
Yeah. It's a shitty situation for sure.
Maybe you'll be all right. Have you considered that?
Be careful. Go ahead. Go save
She's gonna just say
humanity.
the same canned quotes.
What's left of it.
I
Good
want her
luck,
to-
Simon.
All right, cue the dramatic music. Am I gonna do this? The last human on Earth.
Yeah.
Blood will be on my hands.
I kind of see it more of like you're letting her choose how to go, rather than being trapped with all like all the other people. I like how it gave you a second step, being like, "Are you sure?"
Frickin' windows.
Would you stay with me, please? It won't be long now. Just please, just stay.
Can you imagine if I
What
just
a
leave?
crazy thing this was. Life. At least I won't have to turn 30. Right. Wish I could have died at home with my friends. You ever been to Greenland? It's very beautiful. Well, at least when you get out of the city. Nanook is busy, and yes, there's like 12 million people trying to get around, but it's a great place. Or rather, it was a great place before the comet ended it all. You
Not
know
very
what?
talkative.
I prefer it this way. I liked pathos. Liked my colleagues. Ian, Nick, Jasper, even Catherine. People thought she was weird because she was quiet. But she was cool. Simon, you still there?
I'm here, Sarah.
Don't let him die, okay? Send them out there. To the stars.
Now you can read her mind from her last moments.
Black box is inactive. Probably found a way to switch it off.
All right.
Well, if nothing else, we got that cool monologue of hers as she departed. And she seemed very at peace with her situation.
Yeah.
So, no one, I got video evidence. no one be taking me to no trials or nothing about ending humanity. Mm-hmm. Okay. I did what I thought was right.
Given the fact that she wasn't 30 yet and she looks like she's fucking like 50, I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, that was surprising when she said that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was a lighthearted start to the episode.
Yes. How about we read people's responses to our last conundrum that we had?
So remind everyone what the conundrum was.
So Catherine transferred us into this brand new diving suit, which we can use to go into the
Whoops!
deep.
I honestly didn't realize there was a laugh.
To go into the deep.
You'll see my facial expression. I was like, what the hell?
And it's not a transfer. It's a copy paste.
Yeah.
So therefore, our previous self was still hanging around, but just temporarily put to sleep by Catherine. Mm-hmm. So then we had the choice to either end that Simon's life or let it continue and maybe give it a chance. And we decided, ultimately, that we were going to end the other Simon because we wanted it to be more of like a transfer. This is ourselves. That was residue, I think is the quote that we used.
Residue.
So therefore, let's go through and we asked people, what would they do in this situation?
Yeah. So we asked you.
Yeah.
So those that hadn't already commented, that's okay, but you can still comment. We'll still read it.
Yeah.
But for those that have commented, I guess you could say in the allotted time, we're curious to hear what everyone else said and their reasoning for doing such. I'm kind of buying time right here.
Yeah.
To not necessarily have anything major click off.
Yeah.
But I'm curious to hear what our viewers thought here on Ready Player Down.
Yeah. All right. So I'm about to pull it up right now. Everybody's comments. Okay. All right. So Zombie Cat says, to turn off the old Simon is like erasing your past. No matter how much you erase your past, you will always remember something because it's part of you. I think it would be good to leave your old you alive and continue with your new you. What do you think about that?
Well, it's an interesting theory of saying it's like your past.
Yeah.
But
Except your past transferred into your new body. As
right,
well.
right. Like I guess my question is would that be looking at it like the old you is like a photo album?
Yeah.
Where you're like, hey, look at this.
Yeah.
This is
look at this photograph.
But yeah, that yeah, okay.
I don't necessarily agree with it, but that is a.
Wow.
I don't know.
Wow,
I don't really agree with it.
Cutting right into like a knife. Bam. No, I mean, yeah. It's an interesting.
It's an interesting take. Yeah.
On it all. I compare it to actual human life, where it's like we don't have copies of ourselves that's walking around.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. All right, we got Jacob McCumber saying, this is a really hard decision. My first thought is I would turn off the other me to prevent him from suffering and being alone for the rest of his existence. But part of me thinks that the other me wouldn't want to be effectively killed by a second version of myself and would at least want a chance to keep going on in whatever kind of existence we will have from that point forward.
So basically give him a chance.
Yeah. He initially thought, I would probably turn myself off. But then maybe my other self wouldn't want me to turn myself off.
It's such a weird deal because
the way I think of it is that you are making a decision for yourself because He's you, you're you.
Effectively, he doesn't. The other us
Yeah.
doesn't know.
Yeah.
Like
Doesn't
it's not
have
like
any
it's not
awareness.
like you wake up and say, "Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
you killed me." I mean, there might be like a replay button in heaven. but again, that raises the other question of like
I think there's only one Simon in heaven.
only one, and you think he's
that's-
already there?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
He's already there.
So what's gonna happen to me? This
It's,
week?
well, I mean, I feel like it's similar to the ARK, basically, like being like, the ARK, I feel, is kind of like a quote-unquote digital heaven, where, for when it scanned people, it was kind of flipped in a sense, because the people were still living on with their souls and stuff. If that is what you believe, I know there's some people that don't believe in that stuff, but we do. But so if that is the case, like, so people get scanned, they live their life on Earth, they pass away, their soul is in heaven, their digital copy is just another, like, it's in the ARK, it's kind of like a digital heaven. But here, I think with Simon, you know, his living self is already dead. And I feel like his soul has gone to heaven. And, you know, when this digital Simon doesn't exist anymore, it's kind of like, well, his self in heaven, in actual heaven, is the only, you know, thing that he's gonna know.
I also wonder if, in a way,
like, his soul in heaven is not worried about, oh, I wonder how my digital copies are doing, because
Yeah.
he doesn't know anything.
Well, I was gonna say, I wonder if there is some sort of connection, though. Like the soul, the already passed soul is in some way connected to this,
Yeah.
and like maybe through that, you still kind of like, I don't know, there's enough awareness of what's going on. Like there wouldn't be when you're alive.
Yeah.
But maybe there is some kind of interconnectivity
Yeah.
once you're just focused on the non-physical part of oneself.
Yeah.
Ooh, did we have others?
Yes, we did. We had quite a few.
Should I proceed, or should we focus on this first?
You can kind of like work your way towards. There's not too many.
I honestly don't.
Sports Talk Network says, "You guys rock. Enjoy your serious and deep thinking combos during this and the other game playthroughs. For me, I would let my other self live and try to survive."
Did you see something?
Yeah. I think it's that dude that keeps following us around.
There's a dude?
Yeah, well, that phantom dude that kind of like was like, "I would get the preparations right there."
Oh.
I think basically he wants us to launch the ARK and get rid of the WoW. So Sports Talk Network would want to let their other self live. And then we got Tokensdorf saying, "So I killed Simon here. I would strongly have preferred to have Catherine tell Simon about this so he could prepare himself.
Yes.
Because to be honest, in the situation with no hope, I would prefer to have another me choose to let me pass. He can move on with the mission that were, I choose death over loneliness in an artificial life." So there's someone who, you know, chose to,
Choose
the other-
death over loneliness.
that decided to end the other Simon.
Why is that not putting me off?
Because I'm not supposed to go that way, I guess.
Am I not?
Or
Diver?
did you divert?
Diver.
Oh yeah, you were supposed to go there.
No way I can climb a ladder while carrying the ARK like this.
Yeah.
Do you want me to just jump down? I'm gonna do it.
You try it. There we go. Problem solved.
But yeah. Because that's what went through my mind too. Is I was like, well, if I just leave the other guy, then
He's
so shaken.
Earthquake.
I could essentially let that other self decide. You know, hey, what's gonna happen here?
Yeah.
You know, is it worth it to just end my life at that point? Versus exploring, but again, it's like, well, and again, it's like, oh, what's the worst that'll happen? All the monsters are around, and you're like, oh, well, I guess
there
I'll
was like a monster right outside, and then there's the door to the depths.
I guess I'll just let the monster take.
Yeah. But I feel like just draining the battery is a better way to go than being killed by a monster. All right, we got one last one. We got Caleb Geist. I would let the old Simon survive. I think it's only fair to give him a chance. Maybe he can go outside and just explore the ocean floor. Maybe he can even climb out of the ocean and see what remains of the world. If he decides it's all life not worth living, then I'd let him make that choice himself instead of making it for him.
Kind of back to my last point, where it's like, well, I could go this way. I could do this. Like I said, you know, let him decide. But part of my reasoning for not doing that was I'm like, but what if he comes after me? What if he's like pissed off and he's like, you asshole?
Yeah.
Plus, the ocean floor is not very pleasant down here.
No, it's not.
Maybe there's some kind of hope of getting away from it, but
Yeah.
was that the number of the comments there?
That was,
The ones that stood out. Thank you everybody
Yeah, that was all of them.
for joining us on our considerations.
Yes.
Um,
Now let's get this ARK to space. Too big. Beep boop beep bop.
yeah, the kid's like, holy shit.
Failing airline. Uh-oh, malfunction. You ready for the water to shoot at us, I think. Maybe. Oh. Okay. Just denied.
Well, why?
Sure you do. Touch the, maybe try touching the pipe that's like those pipes that just yank it, it's fine. Okay.
I did it.
Good job. There's another one on the other side, but I don't know if you need to do that one. But you might.
This one.
Oh yeah, 3 or 4. Up for the baby. You're just manually doing it. There's one on your right.
Shit got deep with Soma.
Yeah.
And it makes sense because we're at the bottom of the ocean.
Oh.
I gotta launch you to space. Okay, Fozzie.
There was someone who commented today on a Resident Evil that we posted, saying that they really enjoyed our musical ditties that we do frequently.
Like all my stupid songs?
Yeah.
Thank you for watching, Mary Poppins. Wait!
ARK!
Hey!
Don't leave without us, ARK. Can't go into nobody. ARK down the left way.
Sure did.
Where it go? Oh. Woo! Oh, well, you gotta find a way around.
Wait, that a bit.
He might have been behind us. Yes. Is that a hole over there? Side of yeah. Oh, yes. I'm surprised we fit.
I like to believe we're just like, we're hot dogging it. We're like, "Woo." We are a worm. It's all blurry.
Yeah.
I don't remember it being all blurry.
Yeah. Probably was those couple of flights of ladder that we fell down.
Oh no. You're gonna hurt?
Probably slightly. You'll find a butt.
I hope so. I haven't fisted something in a while.
See, this guy is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
This guy that's been following us around.
He said this is where it all went wrong.
Yeah.
So are these all the tentacles?
Yeah. Alpha. I think it's already open.
Jeez. What?
There's gotta be one somewhere in here.
Butt?
This looks like a room that would have a butt,
Sure does.
but I don't see one.
Boom. Boom. No butt.
Okay, well,
No
let's see
butts
what
about
else
it.
there is.
There's no butt in here.
Well, let's look at what's on this desk over here.
This desk?
Is there anything? Or is it just more of a just walk through the room? Okay.
Red Solo cup. I wanna party.
Alright, lift this door open.
Nope. Okay, fine. This is it, Simon. Where everything was wrong.
No.
You died, Simon. Think of
1 month after the dialogue.
Let's go this way first.
Okay.
See if it even lets me. Oh yeah. Woohoo. Woohoo. Seemed like a dead end.
It did. A lot of goop over here.
Hey there, Goop. Hello there. Angry red light.
Is there a bot somewhere?
But
Bots.
is this the stairs?
I guess it was.
Was
Who that?
the stairs not anymore?
Level 7?
Space Station
77?
77? That's such a hidden inside joke.
Yeah.
If you watch all of my content,
Yeah.
then you get it.
Yeah.
If you don't remember it, it was a vlog at Disneyland.
Okay.
Just tell me what you want.
I need you to stop the WoW.
What? How?
The enslaved protein sloshing around your suit is the noose from which the WoW will hang itself.
What are you talking about?
As soon as I came to in Omicron, I tried to tell them to make the toxin that would make the WoW wither, but they didn't understand. They put it inside my cabinet. It seemed so infuriating. They needed to take it to Alpha, the fountainhead of the misery we created. And then the girl, she figured it out. She was going to take care of it, but the WoW shrieked. They all died. You took the gel from the cabinet and made yourself into a venomous snake.
You're saying this toxin inside of me can kill the WoW altogether?
You are the snake, son. Now strike at the heart.
Huh? So I guess when we were putting our suit together, we just used the bad stuff that, I mean, it worked fine, but it's his poison that he wanted to use.
Yeah.
How serendipitous.
Well,
Next time I play it on, we'll cross this threshold.
and say hi to the guy blinking over there.
Bye.